Welcome to another episode of Inside Expekt. We're roughly halfway through the European domestic seasons and I'm with Richie here and we're just going to go through and see if there's any value there for the outright markets. We'll start, Richie, with the English Premier League, where obviously we've got Man United as pretty warm favourites at 190.
Yeah. But you know, I don't think they're playing at the best yet. I think it's a matter of the other teams aren't performing.
Yeah.
I mean, Man City, all right, maybe the money's coming good for them now. They started at 6.0, they're 6.5 now.
Yeah.
And the Arsenal youngsters, they started 8.0 beginning of the season, now 3.5 and real live contenders, aren't they?
Yeah.
But we've seen it before. I mean, Arsenal do fade away. Chelsea, 2.6 faves they were at the beginning of the season, 8.0 now. But you know, you look at the last
7 points off the pace, aren't they?
But exactly 7 points off. You know, you look at the last 6 games and they're 12th in that form table. But they've got to they play Tottenham at home, Liverpool at home, and Man City at home.
Yeah.
They've still got to play United twice, haven't they?
Well,
but 8.0 is not a bad price, I don't think.
Well,
you know, for the favourites.
Man United have got games in hand, haven't they?
Yeah.
So, have you got anything there that strikes you as a
Well,
value?
I mean, Chelsea, they're not out of it yet. And at 8.0,
you see
maybe
maybe
a sniff.
Okay, let's move on to the Bundesliga, which is a bit of a. It looks like it's all pretty much done and dusted. We've got Borussia Dortmund, who are 12 points clear, and they're obviously trading at 1.1.
Yeah.
Any chance of Borussia Dortmund slipping up, Richie?
No, I mean it's usually Bayern who are coasting away, but you know, well, Bayern are 16 points off. You know,
well, that's
you know, started at 1.5 at the beginning of the season, and now 10.0. You can't see Dortmund getting beat because they've got no European competitions to be in. So
exactly.
I think they're
I think probably of more interest. No disrespect to the Germans, but probably of more interest is the Italian Serie A, where you've got Milan, who obviously are top at the moment. They're 4 points clear, and yet 9 points behind you've got Inter, and the price difference is extraordinary, really. I mean, how do you see Serie A?
I mean, Milan were 4 favourites at 5.5 beginning of the season, so 2.0 now. They've still got to go to Roma and Juve in the second half.
Yeah.
So you know that them points could be narrowed. I like the look of Juventus here. They're 7 points off. They were 5.0 second favourites beginning, 12.0 now. But they've got no European competitions, and they've got to play Napoli at home, Milan at home, and Inter at home.
Yeah.
So they may have an easier run in, so that 7 points could soon evaporate.
Yeah, I'd have to slightly disagree. Having seen 2 of Juventus's most recent matches, I thought they were absolutely diabolical, but maybe there's some improvement there and I haven't noticed it. Moving on to the Spanish Primera. Again, if you look at the odds, Richie, Barcelona are 130. You'd say it's done and dusted, but of course Real Madrid are only 4 points behind. Do you?
Yeah, but I mean, Real Madrid, we saw it at the weekend against bottom place Almeria. You know, 1-1 there. I mean, them kind of games Barcelona do not lose. And you know, that's 2 points dropped, and it's very hard to get them points back.
Exactly. And last but not least is French League One, which is absolutely fantastic league. You know, you've got 5 points separating the top 7.
It's a cracker.
Favourites at Lyon 275, and then Marseille at 3. Where do you see a bit of value in League One?
Well, I fancy Stade Rennes at 29. They were 29 at the beginning of the season.
And they're now 21.
And if you said to them at halfway they'd only be 1 point behind the leaders, they'd have snapped your hand off. And yet they're still 21.0.
Right.
And they've got no European. All the other teams, Lille are in the Euro, PSG are in the Europa, Lyon and Marseille are in the Champions League. Stade Rennes, just a league to concentrate on. 21.
I mean, that's certainly
that's not bad. That.
So Richie, okay, 5 really great leagues there, and still plenty to play for.
Yeah, definitely.
But one bet for our punters, one value bet from Mr. Richard Sheridan to pay for their summer holidays.
I'm going to go for Chelsea. They're still in it. I think they've got as good a team as the rest of them, and only 7 points off.
Chelsea,
that could soon go.
Well, I'm going to take Stade Rennes at 21 because having listened to you, you've convinced me.
Have a little nibble on them all. Chelsea, Juventus instead.
Well, there you are. Anyway, very good luck to each and every one of you. Remember, stay with Expekt. You miss none of the action. We will have pre-match and a full complement of live betting possibilities. So from Richie and I, enjoy the rest of the season. Goodbye.